Let's talk about the losses of our right hand man. Of course, we all know the proud and defiant speech Zoro makes after his defeat of Mihawk, saying he'll never lose again, but has that really been the case?
I feel like he has such a high standard for himself, but let's just let's just get into what we may think his defeats have been. Some people want to point out all along having Zoro dead to rights, but I mean, just by all along's face, you can tell he was shook just by the scar of him and him surviving it.
This next one might be honestly the only one that'll be a clean defeat, and that's the first encounter with CP9.
Easily a low diff in my eyes and others, and it took years for Zoro to get his get back. Another one I see thrown around is him versus Oars, but that was a team effort, so I'm not really gonna count that one.
But that did lead to probably the greatest and most cleanest defeat we've seen in any media.
And that would be his confrontation with Kuma, and then the iconic "nothing happened" stance. Next is probably the last and only defeat of Zoro, and that'd be his confrontation with Kizaru. Like, yeah, he was hurt, but Kizaru had him dead to rights.
Like I said, the Kizaru confrontation was probably the last time we saw Zoro dead to rights, because after that we got the time skip, and after the time skip, Zoro is just a completely different animal. He's much more confident. It just has had much more calm, and just knows what to do in any sort of situation. Truly becoming the perfect right hand man for our captain.
Though that did get challenged on a rooftop, and I'm not even sure we can call that put this a handicap match, really. But Zoro had a fair one with Kaido for a little bit, and it didn't really do much.
To me, he gets a pass for what he did on rooftop, blocking a, a joint attack from two Yonkos, like until somebody else does something like that, like they can do no wrong. And I honestly feel like that's the last and only time we'll see him be in such a dire situation. I truly feel like that conversation he had with Scopper is just gonna open a whole new beast in him. Like the fact his Conqueror's Hawk has been laying dormant for we don't even know how long. Like as soon as he knows and understands how to use it, it's game over for anybody in his way. But y'all let me know in the comments what's your favorite moment of Zoro being held dead to rights, or do you think he has another loss in the story? Let me know in the comments. I'll catch y'all later.